let's talk about this debt slavery. We just saw David Morgan tweeted this a couple of days ago. This newspaper suggesting that people buy physical silver here to hedge against inflation. I was like, wow, in a mainstream national newspaper. Wow, that's not a pet rock anymore. Let's talk about that. And also, I want to get into the woo because we've promised here to talk about the space aliens, their role in all of this. You just talked about Karl Marx, but talk about the mantids here and how all of that is playing. There's another player in all of this here when we're talking about this fog of woo. So let's start first with silver. This is a means of preparation, of course, of hedging our bets against all of this inflation, but there's more to that as well. So let's speak to the audience.
This stuff is so deep. Normies are going to freak out, dude. I mean, silver is a spiritual metal. It's bound to the moon. We use it as humans to bind time. Do you know we're the only animal that you can clearly say is time binding in its nature, which affects our mind, and it also affects the nature of time. So this stuff gets really deep.
Okay, maybe for another episode.
Another episode, right.
Well, let's keep it to the core of maybe using silver here at some point in this new economy that is not a debt slave system. Maybe
correct.
Okay.
Correct. Okay, so cryptos and silver and gold are our way out. I'm actually of the opinion that we'll transact in gold. There's just so much of the stuff lying around, right? Yeah. And Dick Weir is quite correct. You know, they even call him Glix in the comic books. So you know that they know that he knows that he's accurate. Anyway, though, so yeah. I think we'll transact in gold, and that that people will be begging us to surrender our silver because it will be so valuable in the sci-fi world economically or industrially.
Right.
And then we'll just use silver as we go forward. Silver will not be monetary per se, but that those people that were fortunate enough to buy silver at this time will be able to bequeath, and they don't sell, will be able to bequeath silver to their children and so on. And it will become so valuable that, we'll at some point we'll actually probably strip silver off of silverware, that kind of thing, because it will be so valuable. And people will try and recover it out of landfills where they used to dump the remains from film processing and stuff.
Right. Old cell phones and stuff.
Right, but it's not going to be transacted. So initially in the chaos, you'll maybe trade in silver dimes and stuff. That over this next period, as the money system breaks down, because bear in mind, the money system is owned by the cabal, right? And so it's got to go. We've got to get rid of that. I think we'll reconstitute. I think our treasury will go back to a gold and silver dollar. I think that they'll actually go and contact Veritasium and get them to wire up the gold and silver dollars to digital transfers. And we'll have that kind of a system going forward. And that is beyond here, but I bet you there's people working on it now, okay? Because there are people now that are working on stuff that they know will have to be in place once we get there.
Hey guys, if you're looking to get your hands on some physical silver, please check out beyondmystic.net/silver. Here you'll find our weekly specials. Andy Sheckman from Miles Franklin was kind enough to give us 2 specials here today for this amazing episode. You can find the 1 ounce silver Britannias at only $3.75 over spot, and the 1 ounce silver Kangaroos at a low price of $3.95 over spot. Now, these prices are limited to the Beyond Mystic audience. So if you guys want to get this special, please check out the form here at beyondmystic.net/silver and fill out this form here to avail yourself of this amazing low price. Now, thank you so much, everyone, for supporting our show, and back to the episode.
And so it's just really a very goofy time. So we're sort of like, in a second here, we're sort of like in 1943, early 1943, when the United States government, which is the cabal, which is one set of a king, was going to go to war with the German king, but they decided at that point that we had to industrialize our society. And all of the society changed. In like less than a year, we had 2.5 million women working out of the home. Just staggered, in less than a year.
Right. Let me ask you a few rapid fire questions. I was talking about this with Andy Sheckman the other day. Do you see in your data a Nixon event moment as it pertains to the dollar or the financial system, any type of new economy put forward, and where would you put it on your map?
I would put it up. Okay, so here's the thing. It'll be down here. It'll be in this timeline because it'll be one of those things that shipped us, but it'll happen before December.
Okay.
That'll be part of it's happening now in a sense. Okay, it's happening now as the cryptos start rising, and all the cryptos are going to rise except for the stable coins that are tied to the dollar. All right, so we're going to see chaos on the dollar everywhere before we get some kind of an official announcement. The official announcement may come back out here after we have a practical solution. So in other words, the people may decide that they're going to trade physical dollars, dimes, silver dimes, gold, cars, motorcycles, whatever, as for some time, and then ultimately we get the return component, and then we establish something new. The treasury regains the ability to make the money, starts making new money, gets it out in circulation, and we start taking off again. But that will be in 2022 and beyond, right?
Okay.
So we're in this period of the overwoo, where we're going to have to, everything is a discovery. The discoveries only last as long as they last, and we have to go out and discover again. So we have to make a way. We have to make our way forward independent, but we've got to be sure, what we're doing as we go forward. So it's a very risky time. Even doing ordinary stuff is very risky.
Hey friends, if you like the clip you just heard and you want to hear more of the full uncensored video, please check us out at beyondmystic.net/pay-per-view. There you can choose the a la carte option and pick and play any of these amazing uncensored videos here on our pay-per-view gallery. Now, on top of that, you can choose to become an Insider Access Pass member, which gives you access to not only the whole library, but you get access before everyone else. So please consider supporting our show and the fight against censorship here. So thank you so much, everyone, for watching, and have a great day. Au revoir.